1 2 1 2 1 2. Could y'all hear me? I don't know what's wrong with this avatar, man. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Salute. Can y'all hear me good? Sound good? Salute to the members. Salute to the genuine supporters. Salute to the chat. Everybody watching from the back pause. Everybody catch us on the replay. It's your host and your DJ Holla. Oh man. I don't got no topic, but I said, I got to get on here today. Red Jones in the building, Only Facts in the building. G Mama is in the building. So what's been going on? I haven't been in the loop. Any current events going on? I don't know. What's been going on? I don't know. There ain't nothing going on but the rent. I'm done. Red Jones said the rent is going on. Trooper in the building. Chilling in the building. Yeah, man. I was supposed to get on here earlier, but I got caught up. But I'm here now. What's been going on? Everything good, hopefully. Everybody had a productive day. What's today? Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Besides that, same ish, different toilet. Let's see what's been going on. Current events, any topics? Red Jones appreciate the membership. ENY is in the building. This is the Sirius page. Over here is KT, Bees, or Holla. But salute ENY member. Tiara is in the building. What's going on, Tiara? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pin up the members only. If anybody want to join the members, hold on real quick. Did I pin it? Hold on. If you want to join the members only, hit that link pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah, man. So what's been going on? Any current events? Any trending topics? Let's see. Did I see anything today? Tiara, appreciate you, Tiara. Did I see anything today? Anything happening in the world? They reached a deal in the Senate last night. What's going on with that? They reached a deal in the Senate last night. ENY, appreciate. What's this? A super chat. Appreciate the super chat. So what's going on in the Senate? The president is working on getting each citizen that. Oh, it's $2,000 stimulus. Okay. They needed 60 votes to pass a bill to go towards ending the shutdown. It was rejected 13 times last night. They got it done. So the shutdown is ended, or they just passed? Heard something about $2,000 refund check. Well, let's see. I guess we're gonna have to ask trusty old Skynet. $2,000 refund check. All right, let's see what Skynet says. Let's see what Skynet says. The bill still hasn't. Oh, it still didn't get passed in the Congress, and Trump still needs to sign off on it. New York Nikki in the building. Crook, what's going on? Oh yeah, I gotta see what Skynet say. Hold on. If you're asking, let's see, Skynet. Tell me, can y'all hear this?
We're asking whether you'll get a $2,000 refund check from the US federal government. Here's a breakdown of what the situation currently is.
Can y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that good or? All right, let's go, Skynet.
What is confirmed, the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and the federal government have previously issued stimulus refund payments, e.g. the economic impact payments during the COVID-19 pandemic. IRS, there is active discussion in Washington about another round of federal relief or stimulus payments, possibly around $2,000 per person. Aspire Service India, however, multiple fact-check sources state that no legislation has yet been passed or official account given for a universal $2,000 payment. Invest, what is not happening or not confirmed? There is no official approval or law currently mandating a $2,000 fourth stimulus check that applies automatically to all eligible Americans. MS, the idea of a $2,000 direct payment or refund check circulating widely is still speculative and has been labeled a rumor. Nagaland page. What you should do, watch. If you hear something like you'll receive $2,000 from the government, make sure to verify via official sources, e.g. irs.gov. Many blogs or social media posts propagate rumors. Keep your tax filings and personal information up to date, as any future payment programs, if they occur, will likely rely on IRS records or tax return data. Be very cautious of scams. requests for bank routing numbers, social security numbers, or application fees for a payment are red flags. Keep an eye on legislation until Congress passes and the president signs a bill that authorizes this payment. It remains speculation. If you like, I can check the latest status today for your state, Pennsylvania, and local.
Well, I guess it's not confirmed, y'all. It's not confirmed. Right, it's not done yet, and it may not come in the form of stimulus. It could be a tax break or tax credit. Oh, okay. Trump passed it as an idea. It's not set in stone yet. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this government, man. But so the shutdown is in play right now. This is the shutdown. Yes, we are still on shutdown. I'm telling you, man, they just be coming up with all types of stuff. All right, hold on. I'm going to drop the link. Trooper, salute. Shutdown expect to be ended by the weekend. Expected. Miss Tiaro, how you doing? Good evening.
Can you hear me? Oh, wait, hold on.
Could you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Yes, I can. Good evening, Hala. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So what do you want me to cover first? The $2,000 or the shutdown mode?
We can do the $2,000 first.
Okay. So what happens is there's still this growing concern over, the healthcare crisis here in America, because there's still people that cannot afford their basic co-pays, medications, doctors' visits, so on and so forth. So a huge part of why the government is shut down right now is because they cannot agree over whether they're going to continue the Affordable Care Act and allowing people to not have to pay such high premiums on their health insurance, or if they're going to transition out of the Obamacare side of it and then allegedly not have something in place for people to be able to afford health insurance. So Trump posed the idea that instead of trying to pass something through the spending bill, that instead through the tariffs that have been put in place, right? He basically wanted to implement a $2,000 type stimulus payment. But it's not set in stone yet because, again, the funding that will be necessary to where we still wouldn't be in this quote unquote debt. It would not be possible to be able to pay, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, this $2,000 check and still not have to deal with the consequences of that later. So Trump merely posed that as an idea. It's not set in stone yet. And even if it was to be considered, it may not even come in the form of a check. It could be like a tax cut or a tax break or credit that would be issued to Americans when they file their taxes. and only the people that are lower and middle class would get it. No one from the upper class would qualify for it. So yeah, that's what's happening with that.
Oh, okay. I think
Yeah.
I
So
seen
the
Crook
thing,
come up here,
did he?
drop down. I think Crook. Salute Cuba. What's going on? So it's just an idea. It's not set in stone.
Correct. It's not done yet. It's not done yet.
Okay.
And as we speak right now, as of 20 minutes ago, Paula, Senate is now taking a final vote to reopen the government right now as we speak. So what happened last night is there were 7 Democrats and 1 independent who basically, I guess you could say, reworded or repurposed a bill to basically get the ball rolling to reopen the government. And last night they voted, and they need 60 votes to have started the process to pushing that bill forward. So, and I was I was live as this happened, but there was literally one more person that was a Republican from Texas that needed to sign off on the bill, and luckily that person did, and that started the process last night. Now they have to take another vote this evening to basically end the shutdown for good, to where funding goes where it needs to go, because now the bill that they proposed last night, they have the budget in place now as to what percentage of the trillions of dollars will be appointed to what, far as like healthcare, SNAP, different resources. So everything's now been put in a certain, budget up until I believe 2026, which is in January, when they have to do like another bill. But this is the one to just do like, it's like how the fiscal year is for them. This is just to get that ball rolling. But tonight, what they're doing right now, as of 20 minutes ago, they're now taking the final vote on the bill to reopen the government. So hopefully everything goes well. The shutdown could prayerfully end tomorrow or tonight.
Okay. Don't sound bad. Crook, what's going on?
Holla, what's the word? Miss Tiara, good evening.
Good evening. Good blessings to you always.
Peace and blessings. So, from my understanding of current events, what's going on is, as you said, they are voting, the Senate is voting to pass the resolution uh, for to end the shutdown. And then it goes over to the House, where Speaker Johnson says that generally within 36 hours, they'll send out, they have 36 hours to reconvene so that the House of Representatives can go ahead and sign off on the on reopening the government. As Ms. Tiara noted, the SNAP benefit program and what have you would be funded through fiscal year 2026 through September 2026. But as for the healthcare measure and the continuation of the Affordable Health Care Act, or the CARE Act, Affordable Care Act, um, also known as Obamacare, that's not on the table.
Okay.
And basically the reopening of the government is only through the end of January, in which they would have to come back to discuss other budgetary matters. So the healthcare aspect is still on the table, but it's currently open enrollment, and so there's really a lot of people are saying that the Democratic Party basically put one in their foot, or put their foot in their mouth with this by conceding those extensions. If anything, the extension should have been carried along with, the funding for the SNAP benefit program, um, which also assisted with K through 12 funding for public schools and things of that nature. And with that ending January 30th, there's no telling. It's a temporary fix, from what I understand, and we could very well be looking at another shutdown at the end of January. Hopefully not. Hopefully, bipartisanship would prevail. But that's what's going on right now, from my understanding. As for the president floating this idea of a $2,000 rebate check, in regards to the tariffs, my understanding is that he doesn't have the authority to do that. That would require congressional approval, and that amount of money entering the nation in the hands of the citizens. Not saying that it shouldn't, but at the current rate of inflation, it would only drive inflation up. And with the president signing this 50-year mortgage program, or allowing banks to offer 50-year mortgages, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
50 years.
Cuba, what's going on, Cuba?
What up, Holla? I can't see who else there, but I know my boy Crook up in here.
And Tiara.
Cuba.
Okay. Hello. I don't know. I got one question. Everybody's getting hyped off this little chain. It's little $2,000. What happened to the Doge money that we were supposed to get?
Well, I don't know about no Doge money, but I think
that's what they said. That's what they said from the beginning. They were going to use that money to give us that money, and they never did.
Well, I think the $2,000 will help people out. But I don't know about the Doge. I don't know about that.
The Doge is not happening. Let's just make that very clear. That was something that was placed in to get people hyped and excited. Doge is not happening.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. This $2,000, I don't believe this is going to happen. I mean, we listening to a man that said he had 8 wars in the last 9-10 months. Where was these wars at? I don't know. Y'all can believe that, but I'm not.
Well, I don't know about believing anything, but they can't even do it. Like it's an idea. It's something that Trump mentioned. Like they can't even do it if he tried, because again, like Crook said, like everything else that's in place right now, one, it wouldn't even make sense, to be honest with you, because the spending right now is more than what we're actually bringing in, because we're still paying off foreign debt with tax dollars. That's one thing. So that $2,000, while it could help people right now, but for the long term, it's not going to do anything, to be completely honest.
And I fear would actually put the American taxpayer in more debt, because you have to understand that that's considered income. You still have to file taxes on that, and the American people are going to end up paying that back. The same way with the rounds of stimulus that they issued after the C-19. You understand? So I'm a firm believer that there is nothing free. There is nothing free. And so whenever someone comes along and offers free, beware of the hook. That's what I would say. For our people, Hollow, and I'm going to put this out there, for our community, money to spend hasn't done us too much good. And we actually need a plan of action as it pertains to monies and investing and building for the future. A temporary fix has yet to serve us well.
Common folk, they don't care about none of that, man. They just trying to get that check.
Yeah, I do understand, brother. I mean, we are from those places, those times.
Right.
Where it's always been about getting by.
Right.
Right. but sadly, I believe the man is a charlatan.
Me, like I said, me personally, after Obama, I kind of like before Obama, I felt a certain type of way, and then Obama gave me hope, and then after Obama, I remember why I felt that way. Like it's all the same to me, man. Like we just got to get through 4 years, 4 to 8 years, or whatever, whoever is in that spot. You feel me?
I understand that, and I share the same sentiment. It's just that I look at it in terms of when Obama took office, it was the same old story.
Right.
It was the country was in a bad predicament, and they called him in to either take the fall or fix it. And he actually patched it up for the most part. And then someone came in after he told them don't break it, and they broke it. And unfortunately, Biden came in, and Biden was nothing more than a stopgap. He didn't really have a plan. It was just, beat that guy. You understand what it stopped him? You understand? But there really wasn't a plan for the nation. And so nothing really got done under Biden, other than the fact that the man basically sat there and got older.
Yeah.
And now the man that broke it, is back breaking. And so regardless of what the country has seen since inauguration, there's 3 more years of this to come, brother. According to
this Trump ain't gonna take it. This Trump ain't gonna take it.
Terms of office. Yeah. Go ahead, Cooper. What were you saying, brother?
No, my bad. I'm sorry. I was mumbling.
Man, what's going on, man? I think a lot of people just don't like Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, but
the reason why you got to ask yourself the question why they don't like him. I mean, I say that he has lied and got caught on camera more than anybody in this earth, and it's been proven. I mean, you can't believe this man. Look at his history. Look where he come from. Look what he's done. You said
anybody on the earth or any other president?
Any other on earth. This man has got every speech. If you want, check out how many times Trump has caught lying. They'll tell you. Just on the debate, he lied over 210 times. How you lied that much?
Well,
nothing.
I Miss Tiara, do you have a word? If not, I'll go.
I'll just say every politician lies. They've been lying to y'all for years. This is nothing new under the sun. I mean, he's every politician lies. They lie to the people to tell them that they.
Right.
You're right. But they got caught on live TV every time they give a speech or debate or anything he promised us? He says this is the USA. USA comes first. Why he gave out $42 billion and then having his own little Halloween party where people having dollars and $100 bills costume, like making fun of us, working class people. It's crazy.
Well,
he wants I'm sorry, go ahead.
To the extent of parody that Trump does, far as even beyond that scope, I mean, even down to what he posts on his personal social media website known as Truth Social, that man makes a parody of America every day and lies every day. But here's the thing that we're not paying attention to. Politicians in the past lied to you in secret. Correct, at least Trump lies to you out loud. So the lies.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll go on mute.
No, I just said I hear that a lot. What you just said, I was agreeing with you.
But yeah, they lied to y'all. They lied to y'all in secret. Now he gets to lie in the open. But that's what was voted for. To be completely honest with you, because at the end of the day, there've been plenty of instances where even in past shutdowns, like even compared to, granted, this is the longest one in history. Just to make a comparison to other politicians, previous shutdowns under other regimes, did make it to the 30-day mark in some instances. Sometimes I believe it was 16. But Trump has had the two longest shutdowns in presidential history to date. So I think the bigger question is, whereas he's currently lying to everybody out in the open, how many times were we not paying attention when they were lying to us in quote unquote secret, or were we just not paying attention to what they were saying? I think that's the deeper question to ask.
And who is they?
What do you mean, who is they? As far as past
They
politicians?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Every time when someone speaks about Trump, they go about past and the present, 3 other presidents before him. Like, he's the president now. Why are we going back and going forward? This is his problem. He still talks about Biden. He still talks about everybody else. I don't think he's right for us.
Well, we was just answering the question because you said he's lied more than anybody in the world. So
it's been proven. I mean, it's been proven.
That's what we was responding to. You asked why that we was going back in the past, and that's why we was responding to that.
He's still doing. He just lied the day before yesterday.
Okay.
Do you trust him to be your president?
I don't trust no president.
Okay.
Thank you. You don't trust nobody.
I don't trust the whole system, man.
And just to also, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, please finish your thought, please.
I was going to say, and sometimes you have to go back to the past because at the end of the day, a lot of the things that happen with each administration is a piggyback off the prior one. So can't dismiss what happened prior when there are still certain things that even today we are paying for from past, administrations. Trump is just only showing you out loud what they've really done in quiet when we were asleep and we're not paying attention, when we were ruled by, an unfortunate pandemic or stimulus checks and all these tax breaks and all this other elections. Like, there was a lot of things that we were paying more dominant attention to than the other things that even before some of these people got in office were saying to you, which is why for me on a personal, as Hollis said, I don't trust anybody, Republican, Democrat, Independent, because everybody has an agenda. But to go back to what you said, what you also have a valid point is that, yes, we are dealing with the current present day, but there's mistakes from the past that even fold into where we are now. And that's why we're in the situations that we are, for people not getting paychecks, people not being able to feed their family. So I'll leave that there. Crook, I yield the floor to whoever want to speak.
So we can we all agree on he damaged it by going into a debt when he became first president? And as you can see right now, how much money are we spending in ICE agents? How much are we spending in nonsense? He rebuilding the White House. I think what's the price? 300 million, they say, something like that. Crook, what was the price on that? Do you remember?
Yeah, it started at 200 million and went up to 300 million, and now there's really no estimate. No one knows what it's going to cost now.
I'm just saying, the money's not coming towards us. Anybody like the beautiful bill?
Well, this is what I'm saying is that I think the people are being taken for a ride here when you step back and you start to consider certain things. And it made all the sense in the world to couple, the SNAP benefit program along with the healthcare program, because if the Affordable Care Act era extensions are not made, then the cost of healthcare goes through the roof. It triples. So generally, people that are receiving SNAP benefits or other social services, they too are receiving health care at the same time just off the arm of the government through Medicare, Medicaid. You understand? If those extensions aren't made, then the cost for those same people who are receiving those social services, such as EBT or SNAP benefits, the cost, the healthcare side of that benefit or of those services go through the roof. And so whereas you may be pacified with the food aspect, the nation as a whole will go further into debt because of the health related costs with the very same individuals, not to mention the working class people who get insurance through their jobs and pay, you know, according to their pay schedules. Those rates now go through the roof. The company is not going to pay that for you. The cost will be passed down to the employees. You see where you see how this, what I mean by the scales, and what the citizens and those who receive the SNAP and EBT benefits, the monies they receive is in no measure the amount of funding that is available for the Medicare Medicaid program. It dwarfs in comparison. And that's what I mean by the people are being taken for a ride, I truly believe.
Just to give a quick figure, because I went over this last night with everybody. When it comes down to the budget, as you said, Crook, it is a small portion that goes to SNAP. It's exactly 2% of the budget that goes towards SNAP funding, whereas the highest thing that's on it is the healthcare, which is approximately 53%. I just wanted to throw that figure out there.
Thank you, TR. And if we had to pay that 53%, or even 20, if we had to pay 25% of that 53, oh my.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
It's gonna be a cold winter, y'all. Y'all better get yourself somebody real warmy because it's gonna be a cold winter.
And so the healthcare issue, as I said, is expected to be revisited anywhere between the signing of this temporary, this continuing resolution, and the 30th of January, in which this would have to be revisited. And if they don't see it through, then the healthcare issue will stagnate us once again. And the problem with it is just that the Republicans don't have a counter plan to the Affordable Care Act. They want to remove it, but they don't have anything to replace it as of yet. So anybody has an idea.
Well, I have a quick update if you don't mind me sharing, Hala, about the Senate vote that I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
So the Senate actually voted 15 minutes ago to end the shutdown, and now they're finally sending the bill to the House. So that's the most recent update. So the second part of passing this bill and getting it over to the necessary people is done tonight. So they're hoping that if this does get passed, that the shutdown could end Wednesday.
Okay.
And Hala, if I may, brother, just the conservative nature and the precautionary nature. You know, you know, they lay traps. They lay traps. And we must be mindful.
Right.
It is. We are getting knee deep into the holiday season here. And I'd caution our people. Don't be too free. Be careful.
Right.
Amen. Amen. Jesus.
Well, I guess only time will tell.
As it always does. With that, brother, I'm gonna fall back to the chat. Show my appreciation before you head on out of here. I wish you would make these a little longer sometime.
I know. I'm gonna get. Listen. I'm definitely gonna get back to the longer lives. But like I said, man, I'm helping out my peoples right now, so I try to just get on when I can. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely be back.
I do understand. Appreciate you, bro.
Now I appreciate
you. Have a good evening. Cuba Del Bronx, my brother.
Blessings, Crook. Have a beautiful night.
Salute, Crook.
I'll definitely be having my updates next time you pull up again and yeah, I'm on this. Trust me, I'm on this. But
listen, I be knowing Cuba. I be knowing. You know,
we was trying to warn the people, man. We was trying to warn them. Everybody was against us. Project 2025 is in effect. This is what you call in the new purge, the new EBT purge. It's gonna get wicked. So you heard the update from where? I'm sorry. You said you had an update about the.
You said where did I get it from?
Yeah, what was the update that you get?
Oh, that they passed the bill and they're gonna send it over to Congress, and hopefully, if they approve it, the shutdown will end on Wednesday. That was on CNN.
If they approve it, right?
Yeah. I literally said that. Like, if they pass it, the shutdown could end Wednesday. But if not, then we're still back at square one. But the main thing that had to happen was what happened last night, where they needed the 60 votes to start passing the bill through the Senate, and then today was the second vote, and then we have to wait for the third vote through the House, and then hopefully, if that does come to pass, through God's grace, the shutdown will end, and then the funding can start funneling the way that it needs to. And there was also another ruling.
No, I'm sorry. It was my dog. He just jumped on me. I'm sorry.
Crook, salute. Appreciate you, my brother.
Nice. There also was another thing today that happened, far as the USDA telling states to reverse the full funding of the SNAP benefits for the month of November. There was a ruling yesterday saying that they were no longer going to be pausing that, but then I want to see what else happened with that today too. So I'll look into that when I log off. But yeah, it was like a whole big thing from that that judge, what's her name, Ketanji Brown. She had paused the court order to fully fund SNAP for 48 hours from Friday, and I think they met yesterday, and they basically said that there was no grounds for them to continue to pause the court order, but then that's still, I think it has to go to a lower court. So there's still a lot of other things happening, even aside from the immediate shutdown. So we just got to see what happens. But basically, they're now telling any state that still did not pause the complete full funding of SNAP that they will in the future possibly pause some federal funding if they don't return the funds.
Well, I'll put a little friendly bet that's not going to happen. It's not going to get signed and passed over.
Only facts. Salute. Appreciate.
Yo, why I'm not a member here? What's going on here?
You a member, right?
My membership. Huh?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
What's going on with my membership? I have my shit going on here.
I thought you was a member. Yeah, you a member.
Oh, okay. No, I share your content on all three of the platforms that I have and shit.
Well, I appreciate it. Man.
Oh man, it's BX, man. BX love. which they would say pause, but you know what? I'm too old for that.
Never too old for well, I forgot. We're on the serious page. We're on the serious page.
Was you a Trump supporter, or you just didn't vote for nobody?
I'm not into politics. Red Jones, appreciate you. Nah, I'm not into it.
You wasn't going for, man. I wish we would have, man. I wish we would have had her, man.
You said who?
You know what's that? Having a woman as a president? First time in history like that?
I don't know. You think we ready for a woman president?
But why everybody feels like that? Like this man is just like not doing anything. Like
because the world never had a woman president from America is the most powerful country in the world. So in some countries, they don't look at women as on the same level as men.
So you think Mexico is a good place to be a president?
Mexico is not the United States of America.
No, but it's still president there, right? There's still a president in Mexico, right?
There's presidents in Mexico.
Well, it's a female president over there. And
yeah, but
she's cleaning
that's
the
what
house.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mexico is not the United States. The United States.
I never said that. I'm saying, of course, you know, Mexico is not United States. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you an advice that you saying, are we ready for it? If a woman could dominate Mexico, what makes it that a woman can dominate United States?
Because Mexico go back to was history. Not the United. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad.
Mexico is not the United States of America. United States of America is the most powerful country in the world.
I agree with you on that.
So Mexico don't sit down with certain country leaders and stuff like that. They don't care about no Mexico. Right. So a lot of these country leaders, they don't respect a female as they don't feel like females is on their level. So when it comes to war, when it comes to different politics and stuff like that, I don't know if we're ready. If the world is ready. I'm not talking about America. I'm talking about is the world ready for a female president of America? You feel what I'm saying?
And did she vote it this year, or she didn't vote it?
Who?
Oh, I can't even see her name.
You're asking me what?
Oh,
Tiara. Did you vote? Tiara, did you vote it this year?
I did.
You did, and may I ask who you voted for?
There was no one to vote for president this year. The only thing that we were voting for this year was like our mayors and all that other stuff. But there's no.
But when Trump was running, did you vote for him?
Oh, you talking about last year?
Yeah, last year. I'm sorry.
No.
So
not at all.
Didn't vote it at all.
No. Nope.
None of your business.
I didn't want the blood of this country on my hands, so I didn't vote.
Lord.
I don't know who's this Red Jones.
Just saying. I didn't, and I mean, I stand on that. I did not want the blood of this country on my hands, so I did not vote for nobody. And I don't regret it. I can sleep peaceful at night knowing I put either one of them in office. Ashe, so shall it be.
No power to the people. That man was just violating that woman.
Yeah, I'm not into politics. I don't know, man, but I don't know if America. I'm sorry.
You said she what?
She don't need to be president either.
She don't need to be president?
Trump nor Kamala need to be president of the United States. I don't agree with either one of them. They need a complete refresher of candidates because neither one of them is going to measure up. And if we're going to talk about the measure of people being effective to lead this country specifically, there are some policies of Kamala's that I do not agree with. And with that being said, there's a thing that I don't agree that Trump does. We need a complete refresh of new leadership, period. The only reason why Kamala was even considered to be a candidate for presidency is because Biden dropped out. We didn't even get to hear her full stance on a lot of things. So her candidacy was rushed. So we didn't even get to the full scope, being able to talk to her and have her answer certain questions aside from the debates part of it. If we were going to give her a fair shot, Biden should have never agreed to run again. She should have been the one to run from the start. That way we could have gotten accustomed and adjusted to whatever her policies and her changes were. So her run for presidency was rushed. So based off what we've heard, she did not convince me that she was fit and had nothing to do with her being a woman. But let's just be honest. America's not ready at all for a woman, more or less a woman of color, to run this country. We barely made it through with Obama. I'm going back on mute.
I'm stunned, but I'll stay on mute. Damn.
Because she's saying America. It's not a personal thing. It's like if you thinking for the whole country in general, if you look at it, it's true. You're not ready. We're not ready for a lot of stuff. That's why this country is like this.
Guess the woman's go back in the kitchen. Get that meal ready.
I'm done.
Well, Hala, my work here is done. Thank you for having me up here. It was a pleasure discussing this topic with you. And I said what I said.
I appreciate you, TR.
You're welcome. Have a blessed evening to all. I'll see y'all later.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
And with that being said, I might get out of here myself too. Appreciate for you pulling me up, having a little conversation. Shout out to the chat.
You already know, bro.
Hit that like. Power to the people, man. I'm out of here.
Salute, my brother. Salute. Yeah, man. But you know, it's not a personal thing. It's not really about how I feel. But the country in general, even if you look at social media, if you look at the media, the mainstream media, the news, it's just the country in general is just immature. You know what I'm saying? It's immature as a whole, as a collective. The way we think is just you know what I'm saying? It's petty. It's like we're not thinking for the good of the country. It's like sides and you know it's immature. Even our leadership. So it's very biased. A lot of emotions. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like people are coming together to do what's good for the country or the collective. It's like people are coming together to trauma bond and hate bond, you know, selective outrage. And it's not about the policies. It's about the president. It's about the person. It's not about the, you know, so it's just, I don't know, man. It's all messed up. Hopefully, you know, Benjamin Button, I'm dead. I don't know what to say, you know. Well, back in the days when I was younger, growing up, you know, presidents and politicians, I'm not saying, you know, they wasn't lying and they wasn't, you know, getting over on us, but they was more adult. You know, they carried themselves like adults. Not everybody acting like children. Bravado and pissing contest, pause. Everybody trying to prove this or look a certain way or image. And, yeah, it's a joke. It's just entertainment. But anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Salute to the members, the genuine supporters, the chat, everybody in the back, pause, everybody who catch this on the replay. Is your host and your DJ Holla.